Thank you.
Jiu-Jitsu 20 years ago, you starting, what advice would you give to somebody, or even to yourself starting 20 years ago? And also, parallel to that, what advice would you give somebody who's looking into jumping into it head first?
All right, so this is probably my main pet peeve, and it's because aside from all the empowerment that jiu-jitsu brought me, it also, it brought me a bunch of injury, right? So, I have 20% power left in this shoulder, 30% in this shoulder. I have LCL, MCL, ACL injuries. I have torn discs and meniscuses, right? So my main advice is train jiu-jitsu for life, so that you can continue to train in 50 years. It's my biggest fear today that, one of my injuries will grow so deep that I will not be able to come back to the mats and train. And that's what,
Very true.
7 years ago, that's what I was told by a doctor. He was like, you're done. He's like, that disc in your lower back, you cannot train with that disc. You're wrestling, dude. You're always going to be ripping on it. And I was like, thank you for your opinion, but you might have as well told me to cut a leg off or lose a limb, right? That's not going to happen. I can't lose jiu-jitsu. And so I started adapting and changing and really paying attention to what's hurting my back and what isn't. And I devised a system where I am comfortable on the mats every day